वाली
आजादी,
दो बिरसा वाली
आजादी,
अम्बेडकर वाली
आजादी,
दो गांधी वाली
आजादी,
दो हमारी वाली
आजादी,
दो युवा भी बोला
आजादी,
दो एक्टर बोला
आजादी,
हर बच्चा बोला.
Dear viewers, this is Shashank and you are watching HW News. Today marks 3 months of the Aarey protest 2.0 against the metro car shed. Over here, Aarey activists have over here displayed their protest. They have continued to display their protest. Obviously, the crowd here has thinned. Because in the initial weeks we could have seen a lot of people, but the crowd has thinned. But the Nationalist Congress Party had pledged to be a part of this movement a couple of weeks ago, and they have continued to stand with the protesters. We have with us right now a leader of the Nationalist Congress Party, Vidya Chavan ji. Let's have a word with her. So, Vidya ji, you have been part of this protest earlier also. The crowd has thinned. What would you say about that?
देखिए यहाँ पर आज हमारी खासदार वंदनाताई चौहान जो एनजीओ यहाँ पर जो आंदोलन कर रहे हैं उसमें शामिल होने के लिए आए हैं और हम लोग इसका विरोध करते हैं कि जोर जबरदस्ती से यहाँ पर आरे में कार शेड नहीं बनना चाहिए, क्योंकि ये सवाल देवेंद्र फडणवीस और ठाकरे के ईगो का नहीं है, ये मुंबई करों का, उनके एनवायरनमेंट जो बचाना है, ये लंग्स मुंबई के हैं, तो इनको बचाने के लिए हम लोग आए हैं कि जोर जबरदस्ती से यहाँ पेड़ काटने का काम है वो तुरंत बंद होना चाहिए.
It's an irony that this Fadnavis and Shinde's Sarkar is not listening to anybody. As you know, when NCP was in power, the first decision which was taken by Mr. Thackeray was that the Aarey shade will not happen here. And the youngsters were really welcoming this decision. It's unfortunate that the day these two came into power, the first decision they took was to take a U-turn on the decision. We have to realize that forest is an important integral part of an ecosystem. Mumbai is a highly polluted city, and next to that, if you have an urban forest, it is obviously something which one has to protect. It is unfortunate that this government has taken the decision and are cutting down trees. Though they have given an undertaking that they will not cut any more trees, we are told that every day tree cutting is happening. In fact, it's happening more than the land which is required to them. I'm sure they're going to give it to builders and promoters to construct there. The Kanjurmarg alternative site has already been given to builders to construct. If this is the kind of development that Mr. Modi expects from in this country and Mr. Fadnavis and Shinde expect in the state, it is unfortunate for the people of this state. We will not allow this to happen, and we will definitely support all the NGOs which have come here.
But obviously, during when the Mahavikas Aghadi government was in power, when your party was in an alliance in Maharashtra, why you people did not start the work in Kanjurmarg?
You know that it requires central government permission. You need a clearance from the central government. And normally central government, for their kind of decision, central government takes decisions like this. But unfortunately, the central government did not give clearance to the Kanjurmarg thing. Obviously, keeping this mind that sometime their power will come into Maharashtra and then they will take a U-turn. So the necessary process was taken, but unfortunately, the central government did not accede to that.
But the timing of the NCP joining the protest and the BMC elections, which is poll bound, so don't you think that this is some kind of synonym?
No, not at all. In fact, Vidya Tai has all through been there. Supriya Sure ji also was very much a part of this Andolan when it was happening before it got cancelled for some time. The NCP workers are there almost every Sunday with them. Maybe they are not wearing the mufflers, but they are there very much every Sunday over here, and all of us support this kind of Andolan which is happening here.
How do you react to the crowd getting thinned? Because the crowd is now like we HW News have been covering this protest since day one, and the crowd has literally been now half. So how do you react to that?
Crowd really doesn't make a difference. I'm sure the people of Maharashtra will show this government that they are serious about environment, they're serious about the future that their children are going to get. We can see climate change happening all over the world, in our country, in our cities. And if we cannot protect the forest, then I'm sure they're going to show it by the way of votes. the numbers here really don't matter as far as I'm concerned. Every one person here represents some 10,000 people, I'm sure. So it really doesn't matter whether the numbers are dwindling. And plus, there are rains, so you can.
So, how many weeks is now NCP going to continue standing with the Aarey protesters?
Well, as I said, some of our workers are coming here every Sunday. Furkan Sheikh is here. Furkan is here. He comes almost every Sunday. Now, we don't come every Sunday because we have to other works also. There are a lot of workers from our party who come here every Sunday.
One last question, not related to Aarey but related to Maharashtra. You might be aware of the Vedanta Foxconn deal going out of Maharashtra to Gujarat. So, what's your reaction to that?
I don't know what Shinde and Fadnavis are doing. If Foxconn would have provided not only finance and by way of taxes to the state, but it also would have provided employment to the so many unemployment youth of the state. If everything has to go to Gujarat, only God help us.
We could have seen that when NCP leader Vidya Chauhan had come here, we could have seen that there was some kind of argument between one of the Aarey protesters and the NCP leader. Let's speak to him. So, what was the argument about, sir?
मैं बोलना चाहता हूँ, मेरा नाम नितिन चौहान है. मैं बोलना चाहता हूँ कि जहाँ पे मतलब गवर्नमेंट जो है ये त्योहार के नाम पर भीड़ इकट्ठा कर रही है 120-150 डेसिबल के ऊपर, वहाँ पे पुलिस गैर कानूनन काम कर रही है, वो सब अलाउ करके. दूसरी तरफ हमारे जो बुजुर्ग लोग हैं जो आरे में सिर्फ 1 घंटा खड़ा रहते हैं पर्यावरण बचाने के लिए, उनको झूठ नोटिस दिया जाता है, झूठा बोल के कि आपकी वजह से कोरोना का प्रादुर्भाव हो रहा है. ये मेरे साथ ये नोटिस का फोटो भी है, कोरोना प्रतिबंधक, और उनको धमकी दी जाती है कि हम आपके ऊपर केस कर देंगे. ये देखिए, तो
ये नोटिस कब की है, सर?
ये इसी हफ्ते की नोटिस है. और ये यहाँ पे लोगों को धमकाया जाता है कि आपकी वजह से कोरोना फैल रहा है, हम आपके ऊपर केस कर देंगे. और दूसरी जगह आप देख रहे हैं कि मुंबई में लाखों की भीड़ इकट्ठा होती है, तो वहाँ पे रूल अलग है और यहाँ पे रूल अलग है, जंगल में रूल अलग है. ऐसा कुछ है क्या? दूसरी जगह मेरे जैसे लोगों को भी मेरे फैमिली के साथ पुलिस स्टेशन बुलाया जाता है कि आप देखो आरे के हमारे मतलब हम जो प्रसार कर रहे हैं इसमें सोशल मीडिया में, उसका कटिंग दिखा के हमको बुलाया जाता है पुलिस स्टेशन में, वहाँ पे घंटों बिठाया जाता है और हमको धमकाया जाता है कि आप देखो इस तरह के आप ये कर रहे हैं.
आप ये कह रहे हो कि कहीं ना कहीं आर्य आंदोलन से जुड़ने के लिए उसकी वजह से आपके ऊपर कहीं ना कहीं पुलिस दबाव डाल रही है, या
दबाव डाल रही है, और वो भी झूठ बोल के डाल रही है. पूरी तरीके से डिस्क्रिमिनेशन चालू है. एक जगह के लिए रूल अलग रहते हैं और दूसरे जगह के लिए रूल अलग रहते हैं. हमारे लिए रूल अलग है और जो वो लोग करते हैं उनके लिए रूल अलग है बाकी लोग के लिए. और पुलिस इसमें सीधा सीधा भेदभाव कर रही है. पुलिस सीधा सीधा बाउंसर का काम कर रही है बस.
विद्या चौहान जी से आपने क्या बातचीत की?
मैंने उनको भी वही मैटर मैंने समझा है कि ये सब चालू है. और इस आप जो पॉलिटिकल तरीके से आप कर रहे हो, तो आप ये सब का आप रिकग्नाइजेशन लो और ये सब आप बात करो. हम लोग तो हमारी तरफ से ग्राउंड लेवल पे हम लोग लड़ ही रहे, लेकिन आप भी अगर ये इशू उठाना चाहते हो आप उठा सकते हैं.
The crowd over here has thinned. So how do you see that as?
The reason for this, I would say that it has rained heavily last night. That's the only reason that the crowd is less today. But apart from that, the youth is highly motivated and they always have a desire that Aarey is preserved. Though they are not here present, but all their mind and soul, they want the Aarey to be reserved. That's all I
Okay, so how do you see as political parties joining this movement? Like the NCP is here, leaders of the house are over here. So how do you see that as?
I'm actually very overwhelmed seeing them and motivating all of us to join the protest. And when they were speaking, like in general, they were very strong enough with their opinions. And I also feel that this thing has to be stopped and for the betterment of human beings too.
But Deputy CM Devendra Fadnavis has said that no more trees need to be cut. So what's the problem in building a car shed over here?
I would like to answer that. Okay, so no more trees would be cut. It's a good thing. But apart from that, when there is a metro coming up, there would be other animals who are already staying in that habitat. Suppose someone coming to my house and telling there won't be any damage, there won't be any renovation, but there will be a place where people will be continuously coming. Unwanted guests or visitors will be visiting our place. I would not like that. obviously it's the natural habitat, it belongs to the wildlife, so it needs to be preserved. And in regards to metro, we don't object it, we don't oppose it, we just want it to be shifted to another place.
We don't object the metro, we just want it to be on another place. That's what the RA protesters are demanding over here. So you are watching HW News and I am Shashank. Thank you.